Okay. Hi guys. Hello. I hope all of you doing great. Awesome. So we have Shania, Nishant, Kumidni. Hi. A broken heart. We have a broken heart here. Sammy, Rishit, then Nishant. Okay. Hi guys. I hope all of you doing awesome, superb, amazing, mind blowing. Okay. Oh, okay. Hi Bhumika. Hi Ronak, Siddharth, Vanishri, Mamta, Prince. Hi all of you. Anil Kumar, Anaya, Akriti. Okay. Hi Madhu. Yeah. Hi Palak. Hi Palak. Great, great, great. Chalo, theek. Perfect. So, guys, today's topic is more like a conversation, a very important conversation where we talk about how that you can study positively. Now, you must be wondering, is it even possible to study happily, positively, joyfully? Yes, it is. That is what we are going to talk about. I would not say it's a topic. It's like a talk. It's a conversation. But then before we get into the conversation, let me talk about something even more important. So because you guys are learning online these days, the entire education is happening online. Online education is good. Of course, there are a lot of benefits to it. But then when you guys are learning online, these are the problems every student faces. You know, the problem of doubt solving, the problem of notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, the choice of schedule, and the choice of language as well. These are the problems almost every student faces. Now, you see, you guys are learning online, you learn a topic, you learn a concept, the subject is well understood, you have good teachers also. But then, after learning the subject, after learning the concept, what about these issues here? There are always doubts that you guys have, which is, of course, you should have doubts. That is what is really important. That matters. That means you're practicing. Then of course there is always a requirement for relevant notes, a reliable notes for every subject. There should be a clear planning about tests and assignments. And in case you guys are preparing for some competitive exam, and choice of schedule matters a lot. When is that you want to start studying, what time you want to study, the choice of schedule matters. And the choice of language also matters. There are many students who prefer to study in English, whereas there are some who prefer not to study in English, maybe in some other language. So here is the solution. Not only all these problems are solved, not only all these problems are solved, but then let me tell you, there is a solution to these bonus features also. So there is a solution to all these problems on Vedantu. There'll be no problem of doubt solving, no problem of notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, the choice of schedule and choice of language. This is all solved. And besides this, you get all these bonus features here. In the Pro subscription, Vedantu Pro subscription, you get access to unlimited live class. Yes, you heard it right. Access to unlimited live class of all subjects of all master teachers. You get access to all micro and crash courses, which is chapter wise recordings, chapter wise lectures. Then you get performance reports, okay, and you get personal attention in the sessions. Now, all this is not possible when you are learning on some random online platform, but then all this is possible with a pro subscription. With Vedantu Pro subscription, that's what I'm talking about. You get unlimited access to live class, you get access to micro and crash courses, performance reports are sent to you, you get personal attention in the session, all of that. Okay. To know this here, just visit this link, guys, vdnt.in/ytpro, and use the code DGPro, vdnt.in/ytpro. The link is also given in the description box, and you simply use my code DGPro. See, the code sounds as cool as we all are, DGPro. DG Pro. You can even make a rap out of it, like DG Pro. So use this code. When you visit this link, this page opens up. You choose your grade. There are all 12 grades available. Let's say, for example, you select the 10th grade. After that, you select your board. Let's say CBSE, ICSE, or Maharashtra State Board. Select the board, guys, and then this page opens up. On this page, if you see, you get an option of clicking on subscription. Now, before you click on get subscription, make sure you check out this page very carefully because all the details are mentioned. All the details of this pro subscription, all the features are clearly well explained on this page. I'll highlight most important features here. You get unlimited access to live classes. You interact with best master teachers. There is unlimited doubt solving happening. There is planning of test series, assignments, study material. And when all these features are taken care of and all these options are provided, of course, there is going to be guaranteed score improvement. Your percentage, your numbers, your score will improve. And this is the most important feature, guys. I mean, personally, I just love this feature wherein you choose a schedule that suits your requirement. Isn't it amazing? I mean, no other online education platform is you can even think about providing this option. This is only possible on India's best online education platform, that's Vedantu. So once you like these features, once you know these features, click on get subscription. As soon as you click on get subscription, you get three options here. 1 month subscription option, 3 month subscription option, and 6 month subscription option. If you go for a 1 month subscription option, use the code DG Pro. The price will drop down to 2294 from 2700. For a 3 month subscription, the price will drop down to 5949 from 7000. And for 6 month subscription, the price will drop down to 9774 only from 11,500. So before the code, it's 11,500. After the code, it's 9,774. So there is a discount of 15%. You see, there's a flat discount of 15%. This is also highlighted in the chat. You see, subscribe to Vedantu Pro using the link. Use the code DG Pro for additional 15% discount. To become a pro student and make the pro studies possible, the best quality education possible, make sure you buy the subscription, enroll for the subscription, use the code DG Pro, and at the same time, you save your money as well. Okay. Yes, Sammy, it's a paid service. Okay. I hope you like this subscription, and I'm sure you will go for it once you find this useful. Okay. Check out the page, check out the link, and use the code DG Pro. Become a pro student with the pro subscription. For now, let's talk about the topic. The link is vdnt.in/ydpro and the code is DG Pro. The topic is how is it you can study positively. It's not a topic, it's a conversation. More than topic, it is better to call it a talk. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Dhiraj Gapeja. You guys can call me DZ. I'm a master teacher here at Vedantu. Besides this, I have been teaching English for more than 9 years now. I have taught and mentored more than 10,000 students. I've trained more than 1,000 people on communication skills. And I've done human psychology through science and spirituality approach. So this is what I'm doing on this channel. If you see, the main purpose of the channel is English. We learn English. But then besides English, I have had sessions on public speaking skills, how that you can speak English confidently, fluently, and how's that you can speak English like a native speaker. I've been training people on US and UK accent as well. All right. So what is that we're going to learn today? What is that we're going to discuss today? How is that you can plan your studies positively? Is it really possible to study happily, joyfully, or you are bound to get frustrated? No. It is very much possible to study positively. Let's see how. Okay. I hope all of you are ready for this talk. Are we ready for the talk? If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Do not only subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. Okay. Perfect. So by the way, I do not have any content today. So this is just a talk. I'm going to talk. So the slide will remain the same. It is going to be on the slide. and there's no content because there's no need for content. This is more like a talk. Let's talk about studies. Let's talk about being a student. Um, okay, I'll start it this way. Now, you understand, guys, the entire education system that our country has, or I'm not talking about the changes which are made yet. The changes which are yet to happen. Changes are not implemented yet. So, without the changes which are yet to be implemented, which are yet to be done in the education policy, without the changes, if you see, for the past 20, 25, more than 30 years, the kind of education policy or the kind of education system that India has is just if you see, is just taken from the British rule, the way education was in the Western countries earlier. Now, if you see, the entire education is just data based. For example, if you talk about maybe physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, or any subject for that matter you talk about, okay, it is only and only thought related information. You see, for example, let's say you want to learn something about plants, you want to learn something about the solar system, or you're learning some history, or maybe some information about rivers and Himalaya and equator and all that. Now, all that information is good, all that information is useful, of course. But if you see, it is completely thought based information. You're using your thoughts. Now the problem a little some unfortunate problem with the education policy is or with the education system is I will not say a problem, but then this is something that we should improve or we must improve in near future or as soon as possible. That before we get educated, we understand the basic understanding of the human mind, the basic fundamentals of the mind. See, for example, what happens is when you guys are learning history, geography, or even for that matter, mathematics or science and all that, if you carefully observe, we are using just one dimension of our mind, that is intellect. We use intellect. Intellect is nothing but a thought process. Now, when you're using your thought process, when you're using your thinking process, your thoughts is coming only from the limited data that we gather in our memory system. Let's say, for example, you're learning history, geography, science, English, anything. Only if you have the data in your mind, you can have thoughts about it. Okay. So our entire education system, largely, at least till the school section, till the end of the school section, till the 10th grade, is largely thought based. Later, you may have realistic practical subjects, but that depends on which field you go into. um, I mean, if you take some real practical training, that's a different thing. I'm not talking about all that, but then I'm talking about largely academic based education, marks based education is mostly thought based. So what happens is the root cause. The root cause, if you study negatively or you get frustrated while studying or your approach towards studies has become negative, the root cause to that is the trap of likes and dislikes in the mind. I'm telling you that because I've understood psychology of the mind through science and spirituality approach. Once you have these likes and dislikes in your mind, um, anything that you like, of course, you will do it, and anything that you don't like, your mind will get frustrated if you try to do that. Does this happen with you guys? Does this happen with you? I'm sure we all like to do things which we like. It could be maybe playing a guitar or using technology, playing games. There are a lot of likes everybody has. Every person has different likes. Maybe, for example, um, A person likes A type of music, B person likes some other type of music. All that is okay. We all have likes. Now, tell me this, guys, is there any problem in the things that you do, things that you like? Is there any problem in doing the things that you like? I have a question to all of you. Is there any kind of problem in doing the things that you like? Be it playing a guitar, be it swimming, be it dancing, singing, or studying some particular subject that you like, reading a book that you like, watching a movie that you like, listening to music that you like, talking to the talking to kind of people that you like. Is there any problem in all that? Right? No problem, right? That's what the answer is. No problem in the things that we like. So you must have noticed the things that we naturally like, in our mind, we do that without any problem. We do that without any fuss. We do that without any hesitation. Now the problems is we have dislikes also. Okay, if you have set, for example, 10 likes in your mind, maybe you've got more than 50 dislikes in your mind. Maybe you dislike some kind of a person, you dislike some kind of music, you dislike some kind of movie. All that is okay. All that is okay. Those are personal choices. But then let's talk about education here. Let's talk about studies. You will not have everything that we have in the education system will not be according to your likes here. For example, you like physics, so you're doing only and only physics. That is kind of not possible, right? And then if you have a dislike, you kind of hate, or there's this negative perception towards mathematics or towards English, and you don't want to do it. This will naturally work against you. So the only way to study positively, I'll give you two tips. Pay attention now. I'll give you two tips to study positively. Number one tip. Number one tip is to remove the trap of dislikes in the mind. For example, you liking some subject is okay. You like science is okay. You like English is okay. But at the same time, if you dislike other subjects and if you start hating it, if you have a negative perception towards other subjects, that is something that will work against you. Because that's very common for the mind. Anything that you give your mind command about, this is like you're giving commands to your mind. So if you tell your mind that you like a particular thing, of course you will do it positively. But then if you tell your mind you do not like a particular thing, you do not like the B thing, your mind will get irritated or frustrated. So we need a change in perception here. The tip number one is the change in perception. You do not have to dislike it. What is there to dislike about it? For example, let's say for example, naturally you like science. Let's say physics or chemistry. And now let's say you've got this dislike towards or you've got this negative perception towards, let's say, mathematics, or let's say English, or let's say history, or maybe geography, or any other subject for that matter. Just carefully observe and notice this here. That is nothing but information. Any kind of subject that you like, any subject that you dislike, is nothing but information. See, what you like is not a problem. You like physics is not a problem. You liking chemistry is not a problem. You liking biology is not a problem. You liking English is not a problem. If you naturally like it, you will do it completely, 100%. That's never a problem. The problem is when you kind of tell your mind that you dislike something. So you have to remove that trap here, because that is the trap of a mind. It's like you're locking your mind and you're saying that, okay, you dislike mathematics, you dislike history, you dislike maybe English, or you dislike maybe some other subject. Anything that you dislike, your mind will run away from it. And if you force your mind to do it, it will give you frustration. It will give you, you will just feel bad. You will not feel like doing it. You won't be able to focus. Because somewhere you have said this in your mind that you dislike it. So that's a trap. That's a trap that you set for yourself. So the only and only solution to that is you remove that trap. Do not dislike it. Look at it neutrally. Look at it like useful piece of information. You may not have to like it. That's okay. You don't have to force yourself to like it. But there is no need to dislike it either. See, it's not the subject that can frustrate you. It's not the information that can frustrate you. It is your own nature. So if you can just be calm and peaceful by your own nature, which most of the times is possible. Sometimes it could be difficult, but then most of the times it's possible. You see, you just have to look at those subjects as just information. There's nothing to dislike about them. There's nothing to hate about them. So once you remove this trap of disliking them, your mind will actually acknowledge it. You can just change your perception and do it neutrally. That is possible. Try that. Try that. Do not dislike it and try to study whatever you feel that you dislike. Don't dislike it. Simply take it neutrally. Look at it like good information, useful information, and you study it positively. Of course, your mind will naturally want to do it because you're not disliking it anymore. You may not like it. That's okay. You don't have to force your mind to like that particular thing. But there is no need to dislike it. So once you break the trap of disliking that particular subject, whatever it is, your mind will be open to do it. It will not feel frustrated. You will not feel like running away from that subject. So, of course, naturally you will study positively that particular thing. That's one. Okay, that's the first suggestion, the first tip. Second is let's understand there is a difference between taking studies seriously and taking studies sincerely. This is another important tip here. You trying to study seriously will probably irritate you. You know, you getting serious about studies. Like for example, you stop playing, you stop talking to your friends, you stop all other activities in your life just because you want to study, and you become very serious about it. You don't smile, you don't laugh, and you just become very dead serious about it. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, because anything that you do with utter seriousness, it doesn't work. Anything in life, not only studies, anything that you do with lot of seriousness, it doesn't work. So you just have to do it sincerely. There's a big difference between being serious and being sincere. So once you do your studies sincerely and not seriously, your mind will not get irritated. Your mind will not get frustrated. That's a change in perception. There's a change in perception. So if you look at it sincerely, you will of course plan your studies. Along with that, you will talk to your friends also. You will do all the positive things possible. You will maybe follow your hobby. You like to play music, you will play music. You like to sing, you will sing. You like to dance, you will dance. And at the same time, you will study also. Basically, you will become a good multitasker. You will become a good multitasker if you take studies sincerely and not seriously. Because it's always better to study joyfully. It's always wonderful to study happily rather than getting irritated and frustrated and serious about it. So if you become dead serious about your studies, naturally you will be frustrated, because it's not only for studies. You try for anything and everything in life. If you become dead serious about money, that will frustrate you. If you become dead serious about, let's say, a relationship, that becomes frustration later. If you become dead serious about any particular thing in your life, that works against you. There is nothing to be serious about. You don't have to irritate yourself, make yourself uh, like a, as though you are in the fighting zone. You kind of tell your mind you have to fight in the world, you have to fight in life, you have to prove yourself, and you become dead serious and you study like this. No, that is not required. That's not required. You can study with a smile on your face. You can study calmly, positively. There are times when you may be a little sad about other things in life, other personal things, but I'm sure you will deal with that. But then I'm talking about studies positively. So when you change your perception from seriousness to sincerity, that is going to help you a lot. Okay? Yes. So two tips here. Two tips here. Number one, do not dislike anything, because psychologically, I've done psychology, guys, so that's why I can tell you this with confidence. Anything that you dislike in your mind, your mind will not want to do it. See, you may have dislikes in your personal life, that's okay. You don't like particular kind of a person, that's your choice. You don't like particular kind of a movie, that's your choice. I'm not talking about those kind of dislikes. I'm talking about disliking something that you have to do in your life. Like education is compulsory. Like, first of all, you have decided to get educated. Now, you as a student, you have taken this education as compulsion. Now, in the process of education, not everything will be the way you like it, right? So, there are a lot of things that we have to do which we dislike, you know, like which probably we don't like. Only when you do things, only when you do those things, only when you do those things which you probably dislike or other people find it difficult to do it, only then people will clap for you. Okay, you doing things which are easy, you doing things which you like, only those things which you like, probably that is not becoming the best version. You will become the best version of what you can be when you are able to do, when you've trained your mind in such a way that you are able to focus on those things also which probably your mind does not like. So you're able to learn those subjects, you're able to focus on those subjects, you're able to take those subjects sincerely, even if you don't like them. So even if your mind does not like it. So that's a big difference, guys. Right? So make sure you break this trap of disliking it. Okay? You can take it neutrally. Take it neutrally. When you change your perception from dislike to just neutral perception. Neither you like it nor dislike it. So naturally, your mind will be open to do it, and slowly and gradually, you will study that particular subject positively, which you were cribbing about, which you were getting irritated about. Okay, so it really matters. It really matters how's that you should focus and keep your mind attentive on the things that probably your mind does not like. It's very important in life, guys, because in life we won't have only those instances or only those opportunities or only those occasions which we like. Life is going to give us many things which probably we may not like, we may dislike. We have to be ready for that, and the only way to be ready for that is do not dislike it. Don't dislike it, because if you dislike it, your mind will uh, work against it. That's how mind works. Yeah, that's not your problem. Anything that you dislike in your mind will run away from it. That's not your problem. That's how your mind works. Okay, so do not give it negative commands of disliking it. Take it neutrally. Take it as useful information. Any subject that you dislike, take it as useful information. I'm sure you will change your perception there. So that's tip number one. The second tip that I told you is do not take studies dead seriously. You don't have to be dead serious. Just be sincere. Okay, study sincerely, study happily, study joyfully, and do not worry about the results, because anyway, when you do something sincerely, results will happen. Okay, results is just a consequence of your sincere efforts, not the serious efforts. Because if you become dead serious about studies, naturally you will hate it, because that may frustrate you, irritate you. This is applicable for all other aspects of life also, not only studies. If you see, if you become dead serious about something, it works against us, right? So that's all about it. Yeah, use these two tips, and I'm sure you can take your studies much more positively. So, all the best, my dear students. Life is about a balance. What I believe is life is about a balance of multiple things here. So it's not that just because you are a student, so you have to only and only study, and it's not even that you take studies casually and kind of ignore it and you just do things which you like. It's a balance of both things. Of course, you do your education, you pursue your education sincerely, not seriously, and at the same time you can continue with your personal likes, maybe whatever hobbies you have. That's your choice. That's completely your choice. It depends on how you plan your schedule. But then for education, there should be no dislikes, because this is a compulsion process. This is a useful process. This is an enlightening process. Education is something that empowers us. It is a wonderful thing, only and only if you take it sincerely and not dead serious about it. And don't dislike it. That's what it is. So that's all about the session, guys. I hope you find these tips useful and helpful, the entire talk. And share these tips with your other friends, those who have this negative approach towards studies, or they feel education is negative and they don't wish to study and all of that. So, this change in perception, of course, will help them. So, you were learning, we were discussing this, how to study positively with DZ Sir. So, I'm signing off now. Do not forget to check out the Pro subscription, become a Pro student with Vedantu Pro subscription. The code that I told you, this vdnt.in/YT Pro, and the coupon code is DZ Pro. All right. Don't forget to check this out. So, I'm done with the session here, and see you all in the next session then. Until next time, bye bye. Take care.